All right. Thank you all so much for being here today. I see quite an audience here in the attendee box, so we are ready to get started. I am Amanda Hammerly, your Executive Director for the International Association of Insurance Professionals. And we are so glad that you have joined us today for our town hall. If this is your first town hall, we welcome you and we are glad that you are here. If you've attended before, thank you again for joining us. So before we get started, we're going to go over a few housekeeping items. You will be on mute throughout the presentation. You can hear us, but we cannot hear you. If you would like to ask a question, please submit your question using the Q&A section of the control panel of your screen, and we will review the questions as time permits. We are recording today's session and will be available within 2 business days on the IAIP website. So today we will be discussing all things related to corporate membership, corporate partnership, talent development, and convention sponsorship. Alongside me today is Linda McCann. She is our co-chair of our Sponsorship and Partnership Task Force, formerly known as the Non-Dues Revenues Task Force. And unfortunately, Kimberly Hayes was not able to join us today. She is also the co-chair of the Sponsorship and Partnership Task Force. But she was a part of this planning process. She is definitely here with us in spirit. So she is looking forward to another productive year in sponsorship. So thank you for joining us today, Linda, if you want to get us kicked off.
I just want to thank everybody that's taken the time to come in, and also encourage you to have your members that can't make it, because not everybody's got the time to come into the town hall meeting, to go back and look at the webinar later. I think it's very informative and will give them a chance to have a better understanding of the different sponsors that we do have. And I'm sorry Kimberly couldn't be here, but for some reason her employer expected her to do some work today. I don't quite understand that, but those guys. So thank you all for being here. And those of you that have really helped us find sponsors, both for the convention and the corporate sponsors, we really appreciate what you've done, and we look forward to you continuing to do that.
Absolutely. All right, let's get moving here. So we're going to talk about all things related to corporate opportunities today. And we do get asked quite frequently, what are the differences between all of these opportunities? Because it can be a lot to understand and navigate. And I'm here, Linda's here, our task force is also here to help you navigate that and also support you as you want to approach your own employer or companies that you do business with. So first off, we're going to start by exploring the difference between talent development and corporate membership. So let me move that slide ahead here. So talent development. I'm sorry, I'm navigating between several slides. Talent development brings IAIP education directly to your team. So I'm sure many of you have participated in an in-office training at some point in your career, but now with IAIP's talent development, we can supply the trainer and bring the IAIP education program like a CLP, or if you haven't heard, the new CWC Essentials and Selling Essentials to your office. So to give you an idea of what this looks like, we can customize your talent development training with packages based on the needs of your company. So a package would look like one IAIP trainer, 6 hours of instruction. For example, a CLP program managing teams, which is 4 hours, and then the exceptional manager, which is 2 hours, that would equal 6 hours in an 8-hour workday. So we do factor in times for lunch and breaks. And then we would provide that for 20 individuals, and they would all get access to the program with an instructor. So the total investment would be somewhere around, possibly for a CLP in this example, around $3,000 with additional expenses regarding the instructor. So this program is really designed to be narrowly focused on a few elements of our education, and it's not a broad introduction to the education. It's just what your company's needs are, and we meet the needs with the education. The CWC Essentials is a brand new program for us that was developed this last year and can also be taught in a very similar setting at a different price point. It's not quite as expensive, but it brings your company elements of our popular Confidence While Communicating course that would then give the 10, 12 individuals in that course just little elements of how to be better communicators. So these are programs that are available to you for us to bring to your workspace, and opportunities for you to sell these to your human resource talent development, or just bring them to us and we will do the selling. You just got to pass along the names and then we will take the conversation. So before I go on, I'd like to pause and just ask if anyone has any questions related to this particular program. You can pop it in the chat box or pop it in Q&A. I know we are not shy in the chat box with this group. Let's see if Q&A's got anything. So far, no, but I do want to mention that we successfully implemented the CWC Essentials with the organization this year, CAP Specialties. They enrolled 10 people, and Carrie Herlong and Sue Quimby helped lead that program, and it was very successful, and we'd love to do the same for your organization. All right, moving on. Let me get to the control panel here. So corporate membership. This one has been one of our most successful programs over the last couple of years. I'm sure many of you have heard all about corporate membership. So just to kind of give you the difference, this is going to provide a class of people from your organization, starting at 5 individuals, with an all you can consume opportunity to have access to the CLP, selling essentials, e-learning webinars, and career development programs. So essentially, they are members. They have the full benefits of an IAIP membership, but they can consume this education at no cost to them. So it's an umbrella opportunity for the organization to designate individuals in the contract that would be entered into our database as a corporate member to consume this information. So in the last year, we have enrolled individuals from Vermont Mutual, CRC Group, AIM Mutual, Resource Pro into this program, and we have collectively educated 97 corporate members, and of that, 62 of them have converted to the CLP designation, which is super exciting for us. Oh, I do see a question in chat box. Oh, really great question. Someone wants to know if the CLPA is included in that as well. It can be, that is correct. So, for example, CRC Group, their first contract was for the CLP, and they consumed, and they earned their designation. Their second contract was for the CLPA. So yes, CLPA can be included in that. As you know, in order to obtain the A next to the CLP, you do have to have earned the CLP first. So our hope is that those organizations we've been working with for many years who have earned their CLP, that we can enroll them in a new contract to earn their CLPA. So the answer is absolutely yes. And with the addition of the learning management system, they also gain access to the on-demand learning. So they get the choice between the downloadable self-study bundle or also using the learning management system. Great question. Let me see. All right, let's see. Any other questions? Oh, we answered that one. Okay, I'll just pause there for a moment. Linda, is there anything you'd like to elaborate on or include?
The only thing I'd like to say about the corporate membership is I think we have, the way the industry is right now, I think we have a great opportunity to enlist some additional corporate members. As you all know, we've had a shortage of employees across the board in the industry. Plus, we're also aging out of the industry. So there are more and more new individuals coming into the various aspects of our industry. And a company, small regional companies, they have the resources to teach those people how to do their job. one of the things where I think those companies that are not big nationwide, like Nationwide or Travelers, some of those.
Oh no, Linda froze. Internet. Uh-oh. Am I frozen? Can you guys see us? Can someone chat that I'm not frozen? You're good. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, we must have lost Linda. Thank you, guys. Didn't know if it was my internet or Linda's, so hopefully she'll be able to get back in here in just a moment. But I think what she was, oh, there she is. All right, sorry, Linda, we lost you there.
Oh, am I back now?
Yes, now we can see you.
Again, I just think it's a good time in our industry that a lot of new people are in the industry. They're being taught the essentials of doing their jobs. They are not being, they don't have the programs available to teach them the leadership skills that they need to move forward. And those of us that are in the industry that have been here many years in leadership positions, we're aging out. And we had 20 years, 15 years, 20 years to get ourselves ready for that leadership position. These new people coming in, they're going to be on a fast track. And I do think that our CLP is a great program to offer those companies that don't have the resources to do that training themselves. And we all need to be thinking about those companies that we work with that we know could utilize our program. So I think the opportunity's there. It's just a matter of getting all our members educated on it and thinking about it and offering it to some of the companies and vendors they work with.
And that is such an important aspect of this program, because when I do work with these organizations, they do tell me, their human resource or talent development officers tell me they have been charged with finding this. And when they finally get to us, they are so excited because they don't have to reinvent the wheel. Like, we have the wheel and we want to onboard people and get them trained. So for example, Vermont Mutual, this is their second contract with us. They are training 21 individuals currently. And with that training, they are dividing them into small groups and as a group going through it together. And what they do is they go one class per week, and then they get together as a team, discuss it, apply it to real-time examples related to their organization. And then they all earn the CLP as a designation as a class. And then they celebrate that. And I have shared that, that model with so many other organizations, and they absolutely will imitate that. For example, our newest corporate member, which I am onboarding tomorrow, is NetView. NetView has entered into a corporate membership opportunity for their members to join and consume the CLP, very similar to the way Vermont Mutual is doing it. Yes, please, everyone celebrate that. That is such an amazing opportunity. We are thrilled to enter this opportunity with them. So they are helping to underwrite some of the cost of the enrollment with their members and establishing a leadership class, all centered around the CLP education. So yeah, that's happening tomorrow. And two of those people that are in that class are already IAIP members. So this is really exciting that they get to be a part of it. They're already IAIP members and will be going through this course. So that's happening tomorrow. But Linda is absolutely right. When you hear the rumblings within your own company, when you talk to your human resource person, find out what they're being charged with from the top, and we might be able to solve some of those problems for them. And actually, the sponsorship partnership task force has been kicking around the idea, and maybe I will test it here. Y'all let me know what you think. We would like to have a very similar meeting, a very similar town hall structure this fall, where the members can invite someone from their human resource department, talent development, to come learn more about corporate opportunities, corporate membership. Is that something that you think would be very helpful? Okay. Yes, I'm seeing lots of yeses here. Yeah, thank you. I think that would be a really great way to get in front of people, give them the opportunity, just like you guys, to ask questions, hear it firsthand and to a larger audience. Okay, somebody has asked, is there a video presentation available that explains the program that can be shared at local meetings? Not necessarily. We are working on more videos for our toolkit. We don't have one specific to this. I think that it would be important for members to be encouraged to go back and watch this particular program, the town hall, because we do record it and repost it. And we also have last year's town hall in July, which was the exact same topic, but with different people on it. So there's going to be opportunity. You can refer to those videos. All right, so moving along.
Geraldine just made a good comment that I just
Okay.
thought also. It's not just the insurance companies, it's also insurance agencies that could
Correct.
benefit from being a corporate partner. So think in those terms also.
I would love to see this program reach into organizations that support the insurance industry. I would love for some of our sponsors to have opportunity to do the corporate membership, to get more involved, because it's leadership training. And doesn't matter if you're in insurance or not, everybody needs a little help with leadership training. All right, so our next topic here is just to give you a little bit more information of what else is included in a corporate membership. It does have a marketing component. So we do recognize them as a corporate member, and it kind of has a marketing element. It has job board posting opportunities. It has discounts to convention for those people in the contract. We also, like I said, give them the abilities to be members and join special interest communities, join the mastermind groups. They can join task forces. They are a member. They are communicated to regions and councils as members. They are told if they'd like to join a local association, they're more than welcome to. So we encourage them just like we do all of our members. Great conversation around that. Just want to see if there are any other questions related to corporate membership. All right. So next we're going to talk about corporate partnerships. We say corporate a lot, sorry. So corporate membership, corporate partnerships. Corporate partnerships have more of a marketing and branding slant. They don't include the education. You know, these are companies that are trying to do business with you, with the members. They are the service providers like Paul Davis, like Enterprise. They are the ones that are seeking your business. So when we enter into a corporate partnership, it has more to do with marketing and promotions. It does have elements of the convention, but it has a year-round brand recognition opportunity. So when they enter into a corporate partnership, you'll see that logo ticker at the bottom of our website. They're there. They're on the convention website. They're in every single email. They can do blog posts. They can do ads. There's so many ways to get that brand in front of our members. We do webinars with them so they can present their product. So when you think about corporate partners, think about who you do business with on a regular basis, because they are the people that we need to be talking to get them in front of a larger audience. And I know Linda has also taken advantage of being a convention sponsor, but I know many of you out there work for companies that have been corporate partners, convention sponsors, or you do business. It's really important that we thank them and recognize them for their contributions to IAIP. So corporate sponsor is really only related, convention sponsor is really only related to convention. The sponsorship doesn't generally live past the convention. You see a lot of their presence leading up to convention. You see them at convention, and then a little bit post-convention, And then we don't necessarily revisit that relationship until the next convention cycle. So very similar opportunities. One is year round and one is only around the convention. And Linda, would you like to go into more detail about the program?
Well, I think everybody that's seen me knows how passionate I get about the convention sponsors. They're so important to make that a successful convention. I just, I can't stress enough how important it is that we go out and solicit these individuals so that we can have a successful convention and make it a nice convention for everyone, that everyone can enjoy. I also think that these convention sponsors that we get, we can also move them to corporate partners. I've got a sales pitch already for another company that I finally got as a convention sponsor last year. I'm going to do it because of competition between her and another company that is a corporate partner. And I'm going to use that to intimidate or to say, hey, these people are a corporate partner and you were just a convention sponsor. But it's so important for our members to understand how important that these sponsors are to us, and how, I've said this many, many times, how much recognition their email is. They are the ones that need to make the contact. It's one thing for Amanda to send out an email to a potential sponsor. They don't know Amanda. But when it comes from you, who they work with on a regular basis, they're like, oh, let me see what it is she needs or he needs. So convention sponsors are extremely important. We just have to think about it and remind our members, because everybody gets busy. We don't sit here all day and think about IAIP, do we? Most of us have jobs, other things get in the way. So we have to constantly, when it gets near convention, remind our members, hey, we need a sponsor. Who do you know? Approach them, and then Amanda will take over from there. And she's a great salesperson.
I want to really touch on what Linda said about that email introduction. They don't know my email. There is so much power in your email address. Even if you just make the introduction, say, my company enjoys working with you. I want to introduce you to the International Association of Insurance Professionals. If you want to reach more people related to what I do and you do, you've got to sponsor with them. So it makes a huge difference when you can make that introduction for us, that we can then follow that lead. Linda has done such a fantastic job helping us with convention sponsors over the last couple of years. And now she has the opportunity to chair the task force this year coming up. So we're really thrilled. Linda is very comfortable also approaching people. So if it's not something that you're comfortable with, we can absolutely help you with that. Speaking of sponsors, those of you who are not able to join us at convention, I just want to show you this. So we call this slide logo soup. Last 2 years, we have had one slide of logo soup. This year, we have 2 slides of logo soup. We had 2 helpings of logo soup. This is amazing. This is because of our members making leads, making things possible, creating a space where people want to do business with us. So I just want us to all marvel at the logo soup this year. Maybe next year we'll have 3 slides of logo soup, but this has been amazing. When I went to put this slide together for convention this year, I was like, I have to have 2 slides. Like, I can't put this all on one slide this year. So it was super exciting. One idea that was implemented this year that I hope can be imitated next year is that the hubs, those who are participating in the hubs, the regions, can sell joint sponsorships. So if you're selling a sponsorship to support your regional hub, you can tack on another 500, and then they are recognized as a 1-star sponsor at International. So that way, that sponsorship lives past Thursday. So the hub is on Thursday, and then that way we are recognizing that commitment through the rest of the weekend. And Region 1 did a fantastic job this year. They helped secure $2,000 total in one-star sponsorships through that process. If you are going to be a part of a hub next year at convention in Scottsdale, Arizona, take that idea back. Let us work with you on that. We worked very closely with Region 1 to help them produce their paperwork, their prospectus to present. And we worked very closely with them through that whole process. And we can do the same with you. So also want to share this with you. This was shared at convention. Just want you to get a sense for what the revenue that we generate, considered non-dues revenue through sponsorship, really means to the association and how we've been able to grow that from 22 to 23. Linda, would you like to speak on this slide a little bit?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna lay down a challenge for us. I really would, number one, I want everyone to understand the importance of these sponsors. All of these new programs that we develop and the programs that you as members want us to develop, we really need the income from these sponsors. I want you to keep that in mind. I would really like to see corporate partners go from 16% to 25% next year. So I'm laying down a challenge to everybody that's on here and everybody that listens to it to really start thinking about, not that I don't want corporate memberships also and dues to increase. I want everything to increase because I'm greedy that way. I'd really like to set a goal of 25% for corporate partners. So let's go out and meet that challenge.
I like it. All right, so we're coming to the end of our program today. Here's a little fun transition. And Region 4, you were my guinea pig. I put y'all's photo up here. I thought y'all looked like a fun bunch from convention this year. We had so much fun with our 1920s theme. There is my name and email, not that y'all don't have it because everybody emails me all the time. And I'm so thrilled that we were able to join you today. I hope that you share this enthusiasm back in your workplace with those who you work with and can bring us some leads in the future. Anybody have any other questions before we wrap it up today? Thanks, Roz. Roz's like, yes. Well, we have so many photos that get in that app that we just have to pull all of them out and then keep reusing them. We don't even have to hire a photographer because our members take all the photos that we need. So yes, I like showing the members as well. And if you didn't notice, as I went through the presentation, all of those are also our members on site at various opportunities over the last couple of years. So I can't think of a better way to honor our members and their commitment than to highlight their successes in town halls.
Well, it's all up to them. I mean, we have to have every member working very hard to be successful.
That's right. Okay. Anything else you want to add today, Linda?
No, I'm good. Just put that 25% up on your monitor so you remember it every day.
Oh, I do have one more thing to add. If you want to join the sponsorship and partnership task force, please let us know. We need more help. And even if you're there to understand this better, it doesn't matter. We would love to have you. You have no idea how much influence you actually have. So we will work with you, coach you. If you want to join the task force, there's my email. Send me an email. The task forces are just getting started in August, so you haven't missed anything. You still have a chance to join. Yes, Vicki worked with us last year. She's on a different task force this year. But I know Vicki will be 100% still involved. She's also my lead generator. What Vicki does, oh, here's another opportunity. Vicki attends conferences and walks around to booths and gets information and then sends it back to me. She has conversations, tells people about the association and that we also have a convention, and mines leads for us that way. Sometimes she will send me the exhibitor list at a convention she's attending and ask me, who on this list do I need to go and personally thank for their sponsorship of IAIP? That's another really easy way to get involved is going to conferences and thanking current sponsors and mining and leads for new sponsors. So Vicki Harmon does that quite frequently.
Great job, Vicki.
That's right.
Great
Yep.
idea. That's
All
important.
right. Thank you all so much for joining us today. As I mentioned, this is being recorded and will be made available on the IAIP website in a couple of days. We'll get that downloaded and uploaded for you. In the meantime, I hope that you spend some time on the website looking at our upcoming events so you have more opportunities to get involved with IAIP. Let me just pop the link to the calendar here in the chat box, takes you directly there. Don't forget that we have on-demand learning, so you can start consuming the CLP and the CLPA at your leisure in our on-demand learning database. If you have any questions with that, always feel free to reach out to us. We'll help you get that started. Thank you so much for everyone joining us today.
Have a good afternoon, guys.
Thank you.